So here is hi sir. Here is the CardanoJ API Swagger documentation, and these are the API endpoints, and the script transaction may control containing all this related to script transactions. And here is the first. I am going to the first API endpoint, that is API script, and here I am going to execute that. Here I have already put the value of CBOR, which is the encoded value of always succeeds.brutos, and here I'm executing. And here we got the address generated in the form of JSON and with the status code 200. And I'm moving for another API endpoint for like it a build script build address, and here the field says sender address, where I have already put the sender address and script address which is generated, and Lovelace and datum hash which got in the another API endpoint, and it is a transaction hash. I have already put the value which I have got from like UTXO transaction, and it is the transaction ID, and I am going to execute that. Uh, uh, Here you can see the that is after changing some values, I got executed, that is the value of transaction details with the status code 200, and moving to the another API for getting the datum hash. As you can see, that is the string. You can put any string value here, so I can put any name here, so it will generate the datum hash. Here is the datum hash is generated with the status code 200, and successfully. And here I'm moving to the next for the operations related to the stake transactions and addresses and certificates. And here I'm moving to the fast API that is generating the pool addresses, and here I'm only executing because I have to take no parameter. And here we see that is all the pool address has been generated in the JSON format. So yeah, then I can move to the another API endpoint for getting the build stake address. Here there are two parameters, and one is payment key. Here we have put the encoded value of that, and in the another script value, I have like put already the staking.brutus encoded data, and I'm going to execute that. Here the address is generated with the status code 200, and successfully. Then I have to move to another one, and for generating the stake address, here same then the value of script I have put already put, that is the staking.brutus encoded data. Then I am going to execute that. Here also stake address is generated. And here is the another API that getting the registration certificate. And here you can see that I have already like taken the script, same the script value, which is the staking.plutus encoded data, and here I'm executing. Here you can see that is the stake registration certificate is like generated in the JSON format. And here I'm moving to the another API endpoint for getting generating the delegation certificate. Here you can see that is the script value which is encoded of staking.plutus. Here I have already mentioned this value, and I have to put the pool address which I got above. Here we can take any of the pool address. So I'm taking this, and you can see I can put here you can see that a delegation certificate is generated successfully in the JSON format. Now I'm moving to the next API endpoint, that is for the address part. And here you see that is I have to, as I have to only send the GET request, and I am executing. Here you see that is V key, S key, and address is generated successfully with the 200 status code. And I'm moving to the transaction controller part. Here we achieve the Cardano transactions details here. First of all, I have to go to the UTXO for getting the UTXO. For that, I have to enter the address of any transactions there. So here I have already put the address. So here I'm executing. Here I got the transaction has and transaction ID, amount, and additional info in the JSON format. And after getting the transaction has and transaction ID details, then I have to as we know, that is I have to move for build transaction. Here I have already mentioned the sender address and the receiver address and the Lovelace value, and the transaction has which I have to put that again, the transaction has here which I got in this UTXO. Because every time transaction has a different, so I have to put that in the bill. And here I'm executing. Here I got the transaction body and in the JSON. Then after getting this, I have to encode. So I will go to this and use this. Here I will put, so here I got the encoded JSON, and I'm putting this in the transaction body. In the sign key, we can take any of the address like sign key 1 and encode that also. I have to put that in the sign key field. Here you can see that I successfully signed transaction. I get the transaction body. Then after getting the signed transaction TX body, I have to again like encode it for the submitting purpose. So I have to move to the submit API, and here I have to take that the encoded value of the signed transactions which I got here, and I have to again encode that. And here I got the encoded tx body which I have to put in this tx string section. And here we got the tx hash in the JSON format successfully. Then there is the another one, that is the script transaction collect controller, where the get request, we have to send the get request as we don't have to take any like parameter. So here I am executing. Here the query protocol param is generated in the JSON format with the status code 200, as you can see. And that's all about the like script, like Swagger API documentation. And here these are the successful endpoints which is executed. And thank you.